Okay, so this is today's project. It's a K-rend house. The entire estate here is built using K-rend to cover the walls, and the entire estate has gone this colour. I've done about a dozen of these on this particular area, and it's still trickling through now. This one's pretty far gone. I'd like to pick up things like this heavy moss on here. That windowsill will look like it's been just laid by the end of the afternoon today. This is the highest elevation on this one. It's not the most tricky, but it's the highest, and that again is going to look like new by the time we've finished. This is the one who recommended me. His house was in the same condition as this one. About 8 months ago I think we did this one. It was all pretty bad, but they were delighted, and spoke to this chap, and he's having the same done now as well. So I've only just arrived. There's a dog that's going to bark in a minute. I think the gentleman's gone already, so we've got free access around rear of the property. It's not too tricky. He's moved lots of the stuff out of the way for me, which is good of him. They don't always do that. But the hard part, which is a high elevation, I know he did say something about this. This is a dodgy, dangerous deck. Apparently I'll go the other way. Yeah, it's the conservatory end of the house which will be the hard part. It might be that I can stand on the wall between the two properties, but I won't know until we get there. Yeah, he said watch out for this decking. This year's project is to replace all of this, so be a bit careful, he said. But yeah, this is really quite far gone. No wall to stand on, so I might have to hop over the fence there. There's somebody else's garden, but so yeah, this is going to be the hard bit, but by the end of the day this will be absolutely spotless. I'm hoping I'll get some time-lapse footage out of this one, so it might be a bit of fun to see it. So I'll update that shortly. Okay, so we're a bit further down the line. We've had a treatment on this side, you probably saw in the time lapse, and then treated this side, give it a bit of a rinse. Got all the toys out today for this one. I need to get the ladder off in a minute, so I'm now going to tackle what will be the hard part of getting the treatment up here. So this won't be easy. I'll try to get up there. I'm not going to do the chimney, it's just too high. But I will get all of this wall and the conservatory roof there. It should come good. Let's get a bit of height. Be interesting to see the before and after on this, particularly on the roof. It should come good. All this sort of dark staining will come away and the windows will be clean, hopefully. Okay, so that's how it looks when it's partly treated. The conservatory finishes to the far end of the wall here, but part way in on the far side. That's why it's not symmetrical. I haven't gone straight to the middle. But yeah, that's half treated. I did sort of get a treatment up on there, up at the chimney breast, but I'm not going to really go to town on that. It's just too high and hard. Front of the building's coming along nicely. Just got to rinse that off, and then I'll be round the corner on the other side. Okay, so we're partway through what's going to be a long day. I've had to go at the garage. That's curing now. Those last few marks will vanish. It's just going a bit slower than I had in mind. It was quite heavily soiled, this one. But it's big changes to it, but it's not perfect yet. We need it to be perfect. So I think we looked at this wall on the previous one, and it's coming, but there's little black streaks down it, and I can't shift those at all. The front here's still got some wet marks, water marks on it, because I've just finished washing the windows off. But all of the staining's gone from there now. Any small amount of staining will disappear over the next few days anyway. This is the side of the house that's been treated, half treated. So I've got to yet come back and do the other half. And it's getting late in the day now for me. So it's going to be a long one, unfortunately. It's coming along. Okay, so this is me throwing in the towel. Not a bad effort. It was pretty grim. You'll see the difference in the before footage and after footage. I think Matey's going to be quite pleased with it. It's not perfect though, this one, because it's there's that sill that I wanted to get clean. Again, you can see it's not perfect. Window's clean now. Walls are all clean. but it's the far elevation that's the hard bit, and it's gotten the better of me in terms of getting it finished all in one fell hit today. But it doesn't mean to say that this won't just clear up overnight. It's working the whole time, like a developing photograph. But it's just a case of waiting for the guy now to come home, tell me what he thinks. He knows it was going to be a ball ache that end anyway, so he might be reasonably gracious. So this rear elevation wasn't too tricky, predictably. It was fairly straightforward, it wasn't very soiled. The decking was a bit treacherous. I nearly fell through it up in the corner over here. So I had to go up in there and just about fell through it. But the conservatory's a lot brighter. This was really, really soiled, deep, thick red coloured. But it's fading all the time, so we'll see what he says when he comes back now. He might just be happy enough to pay me, we'll see. If not, I'll have to come back another day. But there we have it, that's me throwing in the towel. And I'll make another one another day.